2025 is finally here, and the scope has been placed on AI. With that said, we have now entered into a 5-year window. But which window have we arrived at the threshold of? Why? We are at the shift between man and machine. You see, we've come to a point within this age where automation begins making its adaptation more apparent within human society. Ideally, this was where we were decades before, because back then robot technology was in its infancy and only existed in TV shows and movies. Yeah, all of that is changing rapidly. Even CEO and founder of 1X, Bernd Bornich, expressed optimism of the idea that man and machines will be walking side by side in this elevated transition. However, at the same time, there will also be those who aren't all too enthusiastic about the notion of autonomous bots walking and talking amongst them, engaging in conversations slated for humans. Well, that's where the level of anxiety kicks in for them. Thing is, they should be looking at how this can be used to their advantage, and if they are wondering how in the world would it play out for them, well, stop and think about it. What would the ROI be if they were to place an investment on these sensational robotic inventions? So yeah, on the one hand, they will be able to do things we could only ever dream of accomplishing. Although, the bigger picture here is the amount of worth and revenue an investor would stand to generate from the profits. Yes, now we are talking. Look at it this way. There are companies lining up to get their cut of the massive profits that will eventually come. And how will this be possible? Well, through the Autonomous Bot Workers Union, of course. Because that's where this is leading us straight into, folks. All you have to do is just think about Demolition Man. And look what happened 32 years later today with the cars. So, now you're going to see EV cars emerge more and more, and surely it's all done by design. But it's what CEOs like Gary Shapiro said about businesses either adapting to these new upcoming AIs and high-end tech, if they are looking forward to keeping their doors open for business. And you can bet your bottom dollar that same sentiment will also apply to everyone else who plans on dealing within the consumer market.